beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer Diamond, and I'm a certified plant-based nutrition coach, living a whole food, plant-exclusive, sos-free, gluten-free lifestyle for health and well-being. And today I wanted to bring you along as I make some sushi rice. So I am actually ingesting a little bit of salt right now because I'm still on Dr. Brooke Goldner's protocol for goodbye lupus and goodbye autoimmune. And because you drink so much water on it, then you can like dilute and, let go of all your sodium. So she likes us to have a little. But outside of that, I really do not feel the need or do not ingest salt. I don't add any salt. So anyways, today I have her Goodbye Lupus, Hello Delicious book, and I thought it would be fun to make the sushi rice recipe. It doesn't really have sushi in it, no raw fish at all, but this is on page 61 if you're interested in checking it out. And so basically, I was just kind of starting to do this, and then I thought, you know what? It looks fairly easy. Why don't we do it together? And so the ingredients is very, very simple. It's carrots, red bell pepper. You could use any color bell pepper, but I'm going to use red. It didn't say. I've got some cabbage and cucumber. And then we have some avocado and some cauliflower, as well as some nori sheets. So I've been starting to cut things up here. I already cut up the red bell pepper, and I started to shred the carrot, which I just did it with a box grater, and I just kind of went like this. So I'll do a little more. And then I took some cucumber. Now you could use any cucumber, but I took one that I had, which was the English cucumber, and here's part of it. I went ahead and scooped out the seeds because these seeds seem to be a little bit bigger than normal. But normally I don't do that, and you certainly don't have to do that. And you just want to cut it up, kind of dice it. And so here we go. I'm going to just dice it, dice it, dice it. And I am wearing my weighted vest, and I'm also wearing my wrist weights. And so if you haven't seen my video about the weighted belt and weighted wrist weights, check it out. I'll link it above, and maybe it'll be of use for you. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when I go live or post new videos. And give us a thumbs up. I would love your support. And thank you for those who have subscribed. I really do appreciate it. So anyways, we've got the cucumber, we've got the carrots. I already diced up the pepper, and I have some cabbage. Now, you could use any color cabbage. The picture on the recipe shows a green cabbage. I have a green cabbage. And the idea for this is just to do some very thin slices. And then I'm just going to chop them up just a little bit more than that. And that is almost everything that we need. Now, I'm just going to set that aside. And then what I did was I pre-measured some cauliflower that was already cut up. I bought it that way at Costco. Sometimes I buy the whole head of cauliflower and cut it up myself. But this time I had the bag that was kind of like the bigger pieces, And so I decided to go ahead and use those. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it right here in the Breville food processor, and you don't have to even have one of these. You don't have to use it. You could definitely just chop it by hand, but I kind of wanted to see how fine I could get it, and I'm going to put this right in there. I've got the S blade in the bottom here, which I'll show you. There you go. This is the S blade, and it looks like an S. So that's probably why they call it that. I'm going to go ahead and pour in the the cauliflower right in here. Da, 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 da. And I have some smaller pieces at the bottom. And I kind of just wanted to get to look like a riced cauliflower. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. And I always do this backwards when I'm showing you because it's harder to do, but it's easy when it's facing the right direction. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, and what I want to do is just pulse it. And then I'm going to add the nori sheets. And frankly, I might even just add the nori sheets at the same time. So let me show you what the nori sheets package looks like. I took it out of the package, but this is the one that I have. And this is the untoasted, which basically is raw because the toasted ones are cooked, I guess, or toasted, I should say. So anyhow, this is the one that I'm using, and it's the end of the package. You could use up to 2 sheets. I'm using a sheet and this little piece here. I do have another package, so if I find that I'm missing that flavor, or it doesn't look you know, like there's enough nori in it, I'll certainly go and grab another one and open it and add it. So, you know, I think I'm just gonna do that. So let's go ahead and I'm just gonna tear it in here. Are you familiar with nori sheets? Have you ever used them? It's seaweed. And a lot of people eat this as a snack, just how it comes. It's great. And, you know, they roll sushi in it. So that's why it makes perfect sense here. And you can get your iodine that way. Okay, so here we go. Ready? I'm going to just do a pulse. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my groove on because I've got to just pulse it. But here we go. Oh, hold on, hold on. This guy's stuck. That doesn't count. All right, here we go again. Okay, you don't really want to do it too much. If I let it go, I'm afraid it'll just be like, I don't know, mush. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. And let's take a peek together. I'm unplugging it. Safety first. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Check it out. See? All right. So let's move the base out of the way. Let's get out my big salad bowl, and we'll use this today. I just love this thing. I use it for everything. And there was a time when that was like something I would cook or bake in or, you know, use for like serving 5 people or something. And now it's like, oh, I'll just have that as my bowl. Especially when I'm on Dr. Brooke Goldner's protocol and trying to heal my thyroid and my Hashimoto's. You got to eat a lot, and you got to eat a lot of raw. And she also does the smoothies and so many other wonderful things. If you haven't seen either of my lives talking about the protocol, I'll link it above, and be sure to check it out. It may be of interest to you. And so let me get a spatula. Hi, Remy. Remy is over here. Hi, sweet boy. You want to come and say hi? He just looks like he just would rather have a treat, which I'm going to give to him in a few minutes. I will get that for you, Rem. So I'm just going to pour this in here, the whole thing. And remember, I didn't even put as much nori as it called for, which I could, but it looks pretty good. Look at that. Now, what is it about cauliflower? Well, cauliflower is the cruciferous. It's a cruciferous vegetable. And according to Dr. Goldner, it is the reason that people are able to heal are eating high cruciferous vegetables. And there are several, there are many, but this is just one of them. And the reason that it's a good one to use for this is because when you know, pulse it like we did and chop it up, it kind of looks like rice, but it's not rice at all. But yeah, so it kind of gives you the illusion of rice. So it's already in here. Here we go. And then I am just gonna now add a few more things here. And so let's do that. So let's get the scraper, the scraper scooper. Okay, and now I just wanna dress it, right? So I'm gonna just spread some cabbage. You could certainly mix this all up together, which I might end up doing, but for now I'm gonna kind of do it like this, the way that they have it on their picture. And it really is pretty to have the colors. And I'm just filling up the bowl, and then we can do some red. Oh, nice, look at that. We could even do some red on both sides if you want. Well, nice, look at that. Look, isn't that nice? Don't you want a bite? I so want to share it with you. I really mean it when I say that. And now we're going to put the rest of this on here, and that is going to include some cucumber. And so look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, I just love how this is looking. Check it out. Now, I'm gonna cut up some avocado, but I'm almost wondering, should we just give it a nice toss, or do you like it kind of like this way? I don't know. God, it's so hard when I can't hear your responses. I'm gonna toss it. I hope I don't make a mistake. No, it's not a mistake. It's great. But before I toss it, I think I'm gonna cut up the avocado. So let's do that first. I've got an avocado. This avocado has the little button in place. And I think that that's important when you're choosing an avocado, because a lot of times they fall off the button. I call it the button. That's where it was attached to the tree. And when it's missing, well, then it has an opportunity to let bacteria get into it. And so if you find a nice one that has it attached, that's my recommendation. That's what I do. And so what I'm gonna do here is just carefully make a cut around the whole thing. Now there is a pit inside if you're not familiar, and then you just, voila, look at that. And I am gonna go ahead and score it in here, being very careful not to have my hand anywhere near the underneath. Of course, we're not getting crazy with getting the pit out. You know how some people go bam on their hand. Not a good idea. And if you're gonna use the other half, what you would do is, if it's soft enough, you could just push on the back side. Now, sometimes if I don't wanna finish using this, I'm not gonna use it now and I put it in the refrigerator, I just put it in just like this. I don't put anything on it. And so it will get a little brown. And I either will just take a spoon and kind of scrape off very, very thin layer, or I used to try to cut it, but I like doing the spoon scraping. And so at that point, sometimes I might have to take not this giant knife, but a knife, and just kind of make sure that the pit is not stuck to the skin anymore. And then you could just literally push it out. Pop. And I don't want to do that if I'm not going to use it, because that will keep it from turning brown. But my point is, you don't need to take a big knife and bang it in there and try to get that core out of there and risk hurting yourself. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a spoon, and I want you to see that it can just be scooped out just like that, the whole thing. And I could kind of make it pretty, right? Do it along the way, like the rows, like everything else. And I guess I should score this one too. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and scoop this side out. And I'm using the whole thing. You might be thinking, whoa, you're using an entire avocado. Yes, on Dr. Goldner's protocol, she uses a lot of avocado. It's unlimited, it's a very healthy fat, and because everything is raw and very low calorie, this is one of the ways to get satiated and enjoy some healthy fats. So that's what I've been doing, and I have been enjoying it so much. So let me rinse my fingers, And then the last thing is, and I could toss this, but she recommends, the recipe I should say, recommends some liquid aminos. This is a gluten-free and it's like a soy sauce substitute. And we're just gonna put 1 tablespoon in here. But you know what I've been doing lately? If it calls for 1 of whatever, I only use half. And then I use the other half water. So, and I just pour a little bit in, da-da-da-da. I just, you know, feel like that's enough. So, look at that. And that's it. We've made it. We did it. We did it. So I am going to toss it because I just have to see what it looks like tossed. And then it's time to eat. Ready? Look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Nice, 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 nice. All the colors come to life. You've got the black little nori in there, and everything should be incorporated well with the little bit of Bragg's. You could even add some lemon, which is not in the recipe, but you know I'm a big fan of lemon, and I think I am going to go ahead and squeeze a little lemon on here, and then let's taste it. Oh man, doesn't that look delicious? Well, I have fresh lemon, but it's the end of this lemon juice, so I'm gonna just go ahead. I don't know, I just feel like I wanna try a little bit of this, so I will do that. Nice. What do you think? Simple enough. Anyone can make it. It's very nutritious. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, or don't share with anyone and have them make their own. No matter what you do, you guys, I just really enjoy inspiring you. I hope it gives you ideas. I hope you try this. Here it is. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? I'm going to go ahead and taste it with you. Oh man, got to get a little of everything. And here we go. Cheers. Man, it's so satisfying. I love it. I love it, and I hope you try it, and I hope you love it too. The lemon that I added, I don't think I mixed it, so I'm gonna mix that up a little bit, but it's perfect. I like a little bit. You don't have to use it. The recipe, like I said, didn't call for it, and there we go. So, don't forget to eat your greens, even when you're eating beautiful dishes like this, and give plants a chance. And if there's something you need help with, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you if I can. Until next time, everyone, take care. I look forward to doing more recipes together. Bye for now.